Whee! Well, a classic location, the lone tree at Malham. It's sunset, and I've spent the best part of 30 minutes walking around with the camera, got the 10 to 20 lens on, trying to find something a little bit different. It's a classic location for that reason. And trying to find something that isn't A, obvious, and B, already been shot is proving quite challenging. We've got a gusting wind coming from behind the tree, which is fabulous because it's moving the clouds in the sky. Let's have a look. There we go. Some lovely sky, lovely clouds. But it does mean that the tree is going to be blurry if I do a long exposure, which is what I want to do because I want the movement in the sky. Decisions. So I banged the 10 stop on, I banged the 6 stop on, but I didn't get quite enough movement. So at the moment I have a 10 stop and a 0.6 grad. And I'm actually quite liking that. It's not quite long enough on the exposure time, I'm not sure. 95 seconds. I'm at F16, so let's drop that down to F10. See what that does. Sorry, you were probably talking to my head then. So I'll leave that to cook. Composition-wise, I've got to try and stay here because the wind's coming this way and I'm sort of shielding the mic a little bit. But I'm breaking probably a lot of rules with this composition. I've got the tree right over on the right-hand side because it leans into the image. It leans into the left. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, I think 4 lots. Oh, just a second, the camera's doing something odd. Yes, I'm not quite sure what it was doing there, but it turned itself off. As I was saying, I have the tree right over on the right-hand side, and I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of pavement at an angle, 2 of which actually lead into the tree. I'm just trying that to see if that works somehow in some bizarre way. Because the sky over there is looking really nice. The sun is setting over there, so it should put some either decent light here, although I think we've possibly missed that because you can see there's a thick bank of goopy, yucky, horrible cloud over there. But over here we've got some nice light cloud, which might light up depending on how thick that band of cloud is over there. Now I'm shooting at F10. As I say, I have the 10 stop, 0.6 grad pulled on down to where the limestone pavement begins because that's a fairly decent horizon. And I'm just kind of guessing now. 95 seconds wasn't quite long enough. The wind's dropped right down now, which is fabulous. I've never yet got a decent sky here. I think I've just opened that up at 82 seconds. Right, I'm going to have to walk away and just leave it to cook. I'm wanting about 2 minutes, I believe. I might have to push the ISO up to stop the exposure being ridiculously long because the ambient light is dropping all the time. So every time I take in exposure, the ambient light has dropped. I wanted to say decibels, but that's sound, you know what I mean. Marginally, so that extends again your exposure time. But it is really difficult to get something original here. Now I know every photo is to a degree original because you won't have the same conditions, the same weather, the same clouds. You won't be there at the same time as somebody else. It's a different month, a different day, a different year. But looking for something that really nobody else has ever got in terms of composition, it's actually quite difficult around here. Now I might be here for sunrise. I haven't decided yet. Might stay up for the night. And that'll give us a completely different take because I'll be shooting from the other side back towards that area over there because the sun rises behind the tree. So I don't like shooting into the sun, as you know, so I'll be on the other side of the tree, which has a few compositions, I believe. So I'll see you in a bit. mention it was slightly on the cold side. Whew. It's about 4 degrees, and I think there must be a wind chill of probably about -2. Hence the very red nose. So I've stuck a 6-stop on, doing my image over there with the lines leading in. I don't know if it works. I'll let you guys be the judge of that, because it is different to the expected shot you would take. And in keeping with that theme, I have moved across a little bit, whee! And I'm now quite low down, just there. And there's a nice group of broken limestones there that kind of lead in, putting the tree slap bang in the centre of the image, which again is kind of breaking landscape rules, but then rules were made to be broken. Now I've gone again with the 6-stop. I'm on the 10 to 20 lens. I'm at about 13, 14 mil. I'm on 160 ISO, f14 and 13 seconds. I'm just going to drop the f-stop down, drop it down to f11, because as I say, excuse me talking to the camera rather than you, the ambient light is dropping. There's not going to be any colour now. I think there is too much of a thick goopy band of cloud over there, which if I can show you, you can see it's just solid cloud over there. So that's blocking the sun, which is going to mean that this lot of cloud up there, which is really nice, isn't going to catch any colour. So they could end up as mono. It kind of depends what they look like. Let's just have a look at that. I actually kind of quite like that. The 6-stop is giving me a little bit of streakiness. The 10-stop was too much. It was just blurring stuff out altogether. But the 6-stop's actually working quite nicely. It is a battle because of the breeze. It's great. It dies off for a few minutes and it's peaceful and wonderful and it's almost warm. And then it gusts up. And you think, oh God, go away. Please leave me alone. Now, because the camera's quite low down, I'm hoping it's not going to be affected too badly. I need some more light on that. So let's just do that. But obviously, even with the 6-stop on, the tree is going to be blurry. But hey ho, such is life. No point in complaining or stressing about it, because not a lot I can do about it, really. I want a blurry sky or a bit of a streaky sky. I'm getting up to 20 seconds now, which I think is just going to be a bit too long. Yes, 20 seconds is too long, so it's time to up the ISO. And I think time to go try and find a different composition. I was looking over there to see if I could see anything, but because the tree is leaning into the left, or leaning out to the left, it really does look like an unbalanced image from over there. Because the bulk of the limestone is this side of the tree. So if you're getting the other side, so you've got the tree leaning into the image, there's very little limestone there, and it kind of looks a bit odd. But maybe we'll have a go tomorrow, if I stay up. If I don't stay up, thanks for coming along. It's been a really short and sweet one, this one. But I just wanted to revisit a place that I'd been to before and see if I could get anything different. I didn't want to travel to the other side of the world. I've just come back from Glencoe, so my travelling is quite sufficient for this month. And I thought this would be quite nice and peaceful. There's a large amount of people out walking. So as I say, if I don't see you in the morning, I'll see you next Sunday. Thanks ever so much for watching. And in the words of Caroline Flack, in a world where you can be anything, be kind.